Ay, ay, good night to Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. Once again, it is time for Talking Points. My name is Sheldon Scott. I'm here with you up until the 10 o'clock hour. I do hope that you all had a wonderful weekend as we get into a new week this week, and that you've had a fabulous first day of the working week. For those of you that your working week starts on a Monday, there are those whose working week starts on a Sunday. Yes, indeed. Especially now, we have a lot of people after we taking it to the Lord in prayer, you know. Yes, indeed. Let me say a special good night to our listeners out there in the Grenadian diaspora. Whether you're in New York, whichever part of New York you are. Our good friends out there in Connecticut. A cousin out there, you know. Good night to Cousin Dawn. Good night to those of you out there in Maryland, Washington, D.C. Florida, good night to you. A good brethren in Florida. I ain't hear you for a while, brother. Yeah, so good night to the Floridians. Also, let me say good night to those of you out there in Texas. Today in Dallas, Houston, wherever you are, we say a special good night to you. Good friends I meet out there in Houston. The North Carolina listeners. To the end of my journey. We've got some friends in Albuquerque as well. Good night to you all. Don't ask what I was doing in Albuquerque. Yes, indeed, it is a Monday night. When I come to the end of... And as usual, the phone lines are already open. You can call us on 440-7377. And you can call us directly or you can call us on WhatsApp. So you've got the option direct call or call us on the WhatsApp. That's 440-7377. That's yeah, because you never know what happened with people over the weekend. So we give you the opportunity. You can call, yeah? And man, I want to send out our condolences, the Talking Points condolences to the people of St. Lucia. That boating accident out there in St. Lucia. I want to send our condolences to the families that have lost loved ones out there. You all know I'm very, very fully aware of that particular area. Wow, Pennsylvania listeners just checking. Pennsylvania, good night to you. The day is done. When the day is done. Yeah, Yeah, but we send our condolences to the families of those who lost their lives in our sister territory of St. Lucia. No, I'm not going off. Yeah, I know what I'm saying. There's a boat accident in St. Lucia over the weekend as well. Out in the area of Canaries, involving several residents of Soufrière. I know 4 young folks lost their lives. There were 10 on the boat, and I know 4 young folks have been confirmed as having lost their lives in that incident over in St. Lucia. I believe it was Saturday night, yeah? And we also want to send our condolences to the people of Guyana, yeah? Because also in Guyana, there was a boating accident. It wasn't a nice weekend for boating. On Saturday night as well, there was a boating accident out there in Guyana. While details remain a bit sketchy still, because sometimes you're hearing what seems to be the official story and then it changes a few moments later. So we send our condolences to the people of Ghana. Ghana, as I mentioned just last week, Ghana was there for us when we needed them most. Huh? I remember the troops from Guyana. They actually sent soldiers came up from Guyana, and they were helping building back places and so on, building back homes, helping put back schools and other infrastructure. So they were here for quite a while, the soldiers out of Guyana as well as the soldiers out of Trinidad. They were here in their numbers, yeah? So when things happen with them, we must hold them in our prayers and reciprocate their care and concern for us, yeah? Not because we have nearly the same, not the same, but nearly the same national colors. And both of us start with G. And both of our countries are good looking. I say a special good night to the Guyanese that are on with us tonight. As we said, it's been a rough weekend for some of our sister territories. No, next door in Trinidad, you had a triple murder taking place at a gas station. You know, they went to the gas station and killed 3 guys, 2 in a car and 1 who was outside attempting to fill the car, all sorts of things, yeah? Jesus on the telephone, if I remember correctly, there was also a murder over the weekend in, I think a multiple murder in St. Vincent as well, eh? Also heard something about Antigua as well over the weekend, yeah? Grenada remains an oasis of peace, eh? I always say it and I'll continue to say it. Grenada is the best country on earth with the worst government. Yeah? No one can convince me otherwise. Grenada is the best country on earth. We just had the worst government in the universe. Yeah? Carry your soul well. 'Cause if you love go to church and not live the life, you will suffer like diabetes. And before I get in trouble, let me say good night to my listeners out there in St. Patrick, the patricians. A good night to all of you, and I do hope you all are having a fabulous one. Carriacou and Petit Martinique, a place that is very close to my heart. I will always be saying good night and a special good one to all of you. Senator, the Honorable Norland Cox, how you doing, bro? That girl down there. That girl in Leicester. Good night to you, my dear. I know you're locked in. Jesus on the telephone, tell him what you need. And let me say a special good night to all of the bus drivers. Yeah. I know you all still going through it, man? Yeah. Tell him what you need. For you. Someone silver and someone gold. So as I said, the phone lines are open. I know someone will just wait until when you start to talk and thing, you know. And then when I don't take the call or they want to call with me afterwards, I give you the opportunity to call. You could call now, talk your thing, yeah. Tell him what you need. It is Monday night, yeah. On Wednesday, if I remember correctly, Wednesday we do have a meeting taking place in St. Patrick. Yeah, we do have a meeting taking place in St. Patrick. I'll give you some details in a short while. Just got to pull it up. Good night, Mr. Handsome. How you doing, bro? Yeah. Yeah, so this one is in the NNP Town Hall series. The People's Conversation, this one will be dealing on the topic of youth, yeah. And it's going to be this Wednesday starting at 7 p.m. at the St. Patrick Anglican School. All right, so this one is going to be St. Patrick's in the house. So this one is going to be taking place up there in St. Patrick. Brother Bobby, how you doing, sir? Yeah? Right, he's a khaki police. You had to be a certain age to understand that one. Yeah? Or you had to be around Festival of the Arts and them kind of thing. I wonder if he could still recite khaki police. Brother Bobby, you could still recite khaki police? We've got a caller on the line. Let's go to the phone line. Hello, good night.
Hey, good night, Sheldon. How are you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm quite fine. You go right ahead.
Hi, yes, Sheldon. Sheldon, when I analyze this government, Sheldon, this NC government going history as the worst government, the most corrupt government, with a driver, with a corrupt driver, the chauffeurs are corrupt, and passengers, the average traveler was in Sheldon, they are corrupt. Because this government makes so many promises that what they're going to do to better the life of the people going to carry on Pitmati. And Sheldon, when you look 4 years a month going, where you see a government, a party that spoke about development, accountability and transparency. And Sheldon, I want to say to the people going to carry on Pitmati, this group of politicians, NC politicians, came to serve themselves. They serving themselves by enriching themselves and making themselves better. What are they doing to help the poor people? Sheldon, they're doing nothing. And this, whatever city government practicing the Sheldon, that is exactly why they get into politics, to enrich themselves and to make themselves richer and richer, while the poor people going to carry on Pitmatic. Well, we're asking you, the poor people going to carry on Pitmatic. You could put a hope, put a trust in NNP, with the leader and the team that Emily Pay has behind her. Will bring back Grenada to where it was before the last election. So what I want you all going to make sure you all get registered. Check the list to make sure that nobody on the list that should not be there to vote. If they there, may complain to the office, complain to the candidate, and let us work to make sure no one slips through the crack. But by voting and where they should not be voting. Sheldon, have a blessed night.
All right, thank you very much, caller. And the caller has spoken there about checking the voters list. And you all know I'm always telling you all, check the voters list. Now, remember, as I mentioned, there are two lists that are out right now. You have the addendum and you have the consolidated list. For now, for the next 48 hours, yeah, I need you all to focus on the addendum, yeah? So when you focus on the addendum, you will find within there, you will find the information of all the people that have been newly registered in the past from April 1st down to the 30th, so the last quarter. So all the people who have been registered as electors between the 1st of April and the 30th of June, they will be on the addendum. So all the people that you thought may have come down, because they was telling people for the homecoming, they're getting about 4,000 people coming down. That is what they told the hotels. That is why some of the hotels are discounted rooms and thing now. They told them that. Yeah? So you have, let's go to the phone line. I'll come back to the voters list. We have a caller online. Hello, good night. Good night, caller. You're live. Good night, caller. You're live. Go right ahead.
Yeah, boss. Shalom, good night. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm more than good, man. I'm great. You go right ahead.
I was checking my list. When I look on the addendum and vote on the list, I observe that the people that just register, they also on the voters list. They on the addendum and they on the voters list.
Mm-hmm.
So that is why uh, informing everybody that they should inform the people, the relevant authority about it. Because I find this is crazy. How they could go on the addendum, how they could go on the voters list before they have the addendum. You can't do that.
And your caller, you're absolutely correct.
You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
I find if they feel they go team this election and make us look the joke they're making because I'm planting my head in the sand and my foot in the air to make sure that we get down to every nick and cranny of that voters list. This government is a sort of wicked government. That's the most wickedest sort of people I ever come across in life. This Prime Minister, when you really check on the whole situation that this man did to that horse, that young man with that horse, man, watch. This man, Grenadians, I'm asking you all, please, young people, get registered, because if all you don't do that, all you is the one that will suffer most. You all is the one that will suffer most. We have to get rid of this administration. This administration is not an administration for poor people. They are very wicked. When you look at the whole situation again, before you make a statement on social media, they coming down your throat like if they want to dig out your jugular vein. They are crazy. They are crazy people. And they say anything, the man, they can't say anything. And they still fighting, they're hearing it, you know. The words coming from the man's mouth. And they still saying the man didn't say that. Man shall learn, watch, I advise him, Grenadians, let us do what we have to do to get rid of this man. Otherwise, I personally cannot spend another 5 years under this wicked government. All right, sir, thank you very much.
All right, my brother, thank you. Yes, indeed, folks. And the caller just pointed out something that's very concerning there. And I pray that the matter is picked up by all the different constituencies with the supervisor of election. There is no way, no calculation, no law, no rule that allows the supervisor of election to take these people who are on the addendum and place them on the consolidated list yet. He can only place these people on the consolidated list after Wednesday. He has not followed the law. And we know the NDC has a habit of not following the law. Whether it's the Coroner's Act when people are suspected of being killed or killed, whether it's the Coroner's Law, whether it's the Public Finance Management Act, whether it's the Condominiums Act, even that they're breaching. No matter what law it is, and imagine the Prime Minister is a lawyer, and he continues to breach the law. In fact, it looked like it could just get to a stage in Grenada one of these days that it could just say, we suspend the Constitution, we ruling by the people's law. Because the laws that exist, they're not following them. So they may just do a 1979 on us, suspend the Constitution, and say we are ruling by people's law. So people's law number 1. You understand? We may get to that stage because they are already showing those sort of tendencies. They are already displaying that type of behavior. Proper procedure and ensuring that things are done within the law is not something that this government takes seriously. Whether it's the procurement law, they breach it until they change it and then still come back and breach what they change. Whether it's the law that governs the GDB from since the days when it was the Agricultural Bank to when it's the Grenada Development Bank. Even that law, they breach. So they continue to breach law after law after law in this country. We are dealing with a lawless government. They have breached the Integrity in Public Life Act. They have breached the Anti-Corruption Act. They have breached some of the Electronic Act. Because as it is right now, they are using different electronic and digital means to keep tabs on people in this country. They are tapping into people's personal devices. And they are gathering information from people's personal devices and people don't know. I want to tell you, one of these days, one of you will see something all you really should not see. And whatever happened to all you when that happened, take it and ride with it too. All you will go and all you go see something all you're not supposed to see on somebody's device. And all you go can't take it. All you go look to go and take rope, and we hope all you never take rope, but all you go look to go and take rope. Yeah, we didn't wish bad on anybody. And wishing nobody take no rope. I don't want to see that happen to nobody. Yeah? But this is the situation we find ourselves in. So I want you all to pay particular attention to the addendum. As the rules are, as far as I know, as the law is, as far as I know, and not just as far as I know, as it states. And that's the reason they take all the laws off online right now. They take off the gazettes, they take off the law. You can't find any of it unless you have it saved. Luckily, I have most of them saved. I took the time and I went through and I saved everything. Yeah? So unless it's something new, I have everything else. But these individuals are breaching the law because the law is clear in relation to this thing. You are supposed to, the supervisor of election has to provide an addendum. The addendum is supposed to state all the newly registered people and all the people, this is the other part, all the people who have changed address. So those are people who have changed address into the constituency. So when you're looking at the addendum, you should be seeing every single person that was registered between the 1st of April and the 30th of June. You should also be seeing all the people who have moved across into the constituency. So you're supposed to see the voters that come in as well. That's the law. That is what the addendum is supposed to contain. Not only those who are registered, but those who have moved in. So I'm saying in a case of someone who is living in St. Mark, and let's say they're living in Maran. I always like to use that example because it's a good example to use. So they're living in Maran, and they were already registered. They may have even voted last election in St. Mark. But that person has now decided to move their vote over for whatever reason into St. John, which may be illegal because they may not be living in St. John. They may still be living in St. Mark. But they decide to go in and move their vote. They come, they could provide something, say they're living in Maran. Part of Maran is in St. John, part is in St. Mark. So these individuals could easily go and move themselves into St. John. If you are not careful and that information is not in the addendum, it will pass you by. It will pass you by. So that information, as well as the information regarding the new registrants, ought to be in the addendum, which as far as I can see is not there. Then the addendum is to be published at its earliest convenience after the end of the period in which the addendum is going to be stated for. So the earliest time that you could publish the addendum after the 30th of June, that is when you have to publish it. We know it's going to take them a few days to compile and everything and then put it out. Although with technology these days, it's not supposed to take a few days. This is something, in my view, that could be done in 48 hours. Because everything is online. You must see date registered. So you just pull all the people date registered. You could split that up. I could do that in 30 minutes. And there's a lot of time to do it. I could actually do it in shorter time. But I might want to make some coffee in between. When I start back drinking coffee, that is. So, I go say 30 minutes. So it does not take how much days to do this thing, because you're supposed to be on a computerized system which you can categorize your information by different data points, which means that you can use the data point that says date registered, and you can pull all that data that says registered April 1st come all the way down to the 30th. That can be compiled near immediately within a couple seconds, and that could be ready. So to say you're taking a whole period of time to do that, no, not in 2026. No. This is not the days of book and pen. This is not the days of pulling a ruler and writing in. These are the days of AI and type it. So for them to be doing that and taking all this time. But the bottom line is this, folks. You have got 48 hours. All of us, we've got 48 hours to double check that addendum and to make sure who there is who's supposed to be there. We have a caller on the line. Hello, good night.
Yes, you have a caller. You have a caller from the Nutmeg State in Connecticut here.
Nutmeg State. How you doing, bro?
Good. Yeah, I want to ask, did anybody find out what happened to that lady from number 10 constituency? Did they ever ask her why was she replaced? Or nobody never follow up?
From the information that we've been able to glean thus far, no reason was given to the individual by the Governor General for her removal.
Okay. Now, you used the right word I was going to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the duty of the Governor General, which I have persona non grata about, no confidence in our Governor General, unfortunately. The question that's arising now with the vote, the names jumping from the addendum right onto the main list. The Governor General has a duty to oversee all the voting stations. Is that correct? Isn't that correct? Yes or no?
I missed that part. I was responding to someone here.
No. The Governor General is the only person that could remove someone from or to complain about someone in a particular voting constituency.
Okay, when it comes to the registration officers, etc., yes, it is the Governor General to do that.
Now, if it is brought to her attention that the name are going straight from the addendum onto the main list, isn't that her area of concern also?
Yeah. You see, she is supposed to. She is the person that appoints these people and so on. And if there are complaints, significant complaints regarding process, regarding what is being done and so on, she has a responsibility to affect a change in regards to that. She has a responsibility to make the changes. She can take recommendations. She can take recommendations from the government regarding who is placed in the position and so on. She can take recommendations, but at the end of the day, it is her to make the decision. Because, for instance, as far as we know, the individual who was holding the position in St. Andrew Northwest, they were not involved in anything negative. They were not involved in any wrongdoing. They were not. They didn't meet one of the criteria, like they got to a certain age and they had to be removed or something like that. They were just arbitrarily removed.
And nobody filed a petition on behalf for the government, right? So that's gone.
Well, in this case, I'm not too sure if it goes to the state of filing a petition. It's if the individual wanted to remain in the position or something, probably. But I'm not sure if that's the situation.
Is that a paid position or is it a voluntary position?
No, I believe those positions are paid, if I remember correctly.
Okay, good. That's number one. Number two, now it's the governor's responsibility to see that the law in Grenada is maintained and that the voters list go through the proper cycle. The cycle is addendum and then the main voters list. Is that correct?
Yeah, you have the addendum, and then you have the what is called the consolidated voters list. That's with everybody on it. But
So
the people from the addendum are not supposed to go onto the consolidated until the 7-day period has expired, once there is no objection to their name. If there's an objection,
So if it-
their name can't go onto the consolidated until that objection is cleared.
So if that has been brought or is or should or will be or shall, not will or may, it shall be brought to the attention of the Governor General, she shall take proper measures. Is that correct?
I need to read the law to see the wording first. I need to read it again. I can't remember off the top of I've read it, but I can't remember off the top of my head. And it's not on the system tonight because I've been resetting the system here.
They are leapfrogging. I mean, the person in charge of that, do they have a party preference, or that person? Well, we don't know who they vote for, but is there some prejudice to a special party? That person?
No, when it comes to these positions in relation to your electoral system, the people are supposed to be people who hold no party affiliation. So you can't have people that are holding party affiliation, because then it makes the entire electoral process feel unfair. You won't trust an electoral process if you know all the registration officers and all the people working at all the offices, all of them are supporters of one particular political party. You won't feel comfortable in whatever result comes out at the end of the day, which that person has to certify, because remember, whoever they have as a registration officer, they will have to certify the results coming out of that constituency on election night. So what you want to make sure is that the person is as unbiased as possible. I don't believe there's anything as an unbiased person, but as unbiased as possible.
And I will want to give them all the credit, the credibility, because they as I could. However, on the American dollar it says "In God We Trust." On the Grenadian dollar it says Eastern Caribbean currency. Okay, and things are hard in Grenada. I am not judging them. I give them all the credibility. But anyone and everyone could be bought. Good night, sir. I'll continue listening.
All right. I believe any and anyone could be bought now, because believe me, my good friend, there are people that they attempt to buy within the NNP right now. There are people who are candidates. Don't worry, we go talk one the time, right? There are people who are active candidates at the NNP right now. And they are trying right now, they make approaches to them and thinking that they could have buy these people. Don't believe that these people standing on a principle. They know they can't come to try and buy somebody like me. You can't buy me. They could come with 2 million, 3 million. They cannot buy me. They know that because the people within the NDC know me very well. And they know that I can't be bought. So I don't agree with the terminology that everybody could be bought. No, I don't have a price because I'm not for sale. You can't buy me. Yeah? I'm a supporter of the New National Party, and that is what it is. They can't come with some money and all of a sudden I leave the NNP and I go on and all. No. In the early days after the election, you had 1 or 2 people that come around and you should leave NNP now. It's time for you to leave now and come in NDC and think. Well, you wouldn't. I can't repeat the words that I use on air that I use to them people, because I know we have a lot of pastors that listening to this program on a nightly basis. And Pastor Lois, I know we have a lot of pastors that listen to this show on a nightly basis, so I can't use that kind of language. You understand? But all you would not like to hear, now my mouth ain't blessed. Lucian was my grand-auntie in Carriacou. Ask Carriacou people about it. My mouth ain't blessed. So, Agnes Levine was my grandmother. Ask Springs people about her. Yeah, my mouth ain't blessed. Right? Nice. So Hollywood not like to know what I said to those people when they come to me about come over to who? Come over to where? Are you joking? Never happened. Yeah? Never happened. Whether they came officially or unofficially, I know they were trying, but even time them strippiness, even bother with that. Yeah? But definitely the Governor General ought to have taken action regarding Amanda Jack in Carriacou. I don't care who vex when I call she name. That is their business. Their face is theirs. Mine is mine. And it's a fact. She should be fired. And she ought to have been fired a long time ago. In the same way, you could remove registration officers strategically in other places. So strategically, registration officer is moved in a constituency that some folks consider to be a battleground, although I know the battle. Let me don't say too much, I don't want to become complacent. But it's a battleground constituency in a lot of people's mind. So I know that. Yeah. And that is the area that you're making a shift. You had somebody in. After Teacher Lisa go, you had somebody in. You're taking the person out and you're putting in somebody else again. In St. John, you had movement there as well. In certain areas, we've seen certain movements taking place. How do you expect people to trust the process when the process is fraught with these kind of suspicious movements? They are suspicious. These sort of suspicious movements. And look at the things that we... Listen, if there's a litany of things I could speak about when it comes to the electoral office. One, they gave you 7 days, which was really 5 days, and then they still come back and take one of the day when it was the last round where you had to bring in your objections. Because on the final day, they decided to go and have a forum. They went and have a retreat for all the electoral workers and so on. So they reduced your days from 7 down to 6. And in my mind, that was willfully done. They had to prove otherwise to me. Because they had every other day in the year that they could have used. They could have used the day right after the 7th day. They could have used the weekend. They could have used the following week. But they decided that within the 7 days, close all them office on them. So you got 6 days. Which really was 5 because you had Sunday and Saturday in that as well. Yeah? So there's that against them. You have Amanda Jack who has been out there openly wearing party paraphernalia in NDC activities, and the woman is still the registration officer for Carriacou. How are people supposed to trust the process in Carriacou? Madam Governor General, if you can't do the thing, you could resign. You're getting the same salary for the rest of your life. You just will not be called Governor General. You'll be called former Governor General. And the day will come when you will be called former Governor General anyway. So it's best to just take it and go now. If it's the salary you're worried about, you're getting the same salary for the rest of your life. There are certain perks that you will get for the rest of your life. Allow someone else probably to come in who will be more direct in dealing with issues like this. And if they are getting political pressure, will have the gumption to stand up to the political pressure and say, I'm not doing that. Yeah? At least, because how could other registration officers be removed and Amanda Jack still there? What's she doing there still? My goodness. Let's go to the phone lines. Hello, good night. Hello, good night.
I am the voice of one crying out in the wilderness.
Good night, Pastor. How are you doing?
By God's grace, Sheldon Scott.
Yes, indeed.
I am doing well. I am doing well. Sheldon Scott, I want the whole of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique to know, as it relates to the atmosphere in St. Andrews Northwest, for the upcoming general election, there is no competition with Teacher Lisa and Delma Thomas. It's like a donkey in a horse race. There is no competition. The people in St. Andrews Northwest have a special love for Teacher Lisa. Teacher Lisa comes from a community of Mount Horn, and the people of Mount Horn adore that lady. They respect that lady. And Teacher Lisa could go in each and every house in St. Andrews Northwest, whether you are NDC, whether you are NNP. And a lot of people is gravitating to Teacher Lisa. She have what it takes. If you're looking for a goat or a sheep to eat, Sheldon, you buy any sheep or any goat. But if you're looking for a goat or a sheep to mine to give your son, you look for pedigree. There is no competition in St. Andrews Northwest. There is a situation in Byland as it relates to two brothers. I'm trying to pick up that information more, because when I come in, I want to get my facts very straight.
Mm-hmm.
And Teacher Lisa had really, gravitated to these two brothers in Byland. And as a result of that, they live in a place that, like, there was abandoned even by government. Nobody don't care. But Teacher Lisa and her team went to the rescue of these two brothers. They're trying the best to see how they can be able to put a better structure for them to live in. They're raising some funds in order to help these two brothers. Teacher Lisa do everything in her power to see how she could get these two brothers into a home. She goes up there. She cares for the two brothers. Yes. Huh? I mean, come on. For years, these people have been struggling. The former MP knew that. And Teacher Lisa just come. And she gravitated to them. They went up there, they clean up the house. They clean the area. They're about to sew some galvanized to build a new roof for them. There is information to suggest that they place a tarpaulin over the house. And the people in Byland are happy to see that Teacher Lisa is moving in the right direction to help those two brothers. And there information to suggest that the NDC and Mr. Hulas or whosoever just come and hijack, just come and take it. They didn't see that all the time. Or they didn't know what these two brothers was going through, that they need help. And Teacher Lisa is a bulwark. She is a worker. And she loves the people of St. Andrews Northwest. The people of Mount Horn love Teacher Lisa. Teacher Lisa is an asset to the NNP. And I'm telling you, she's working. She's on the ground. She's in the mosquito hole. She's in the crab hole. She's in the goat pen. She's in the cow pen. She's in the rabbit hole with her love. She's helping. She's motivating people. And let us continue to pray for Teacher Lisa, an asset for St. Andrews Northwest. So as I said, there is no competition in St. Andrews Northwest. I rest my case. Bless and Sheldon Scott.
Thank you so very much, Pastor. You have a wonderful night. Yes, indeed. 440-7377. That's 440-7377. They want to come and help after Teacher Lisa start the work? No problem. Come and help. More help. All we want is the people to get the help, Yeah, but I mean, all you didn't see them all the time. All you didn't know, according to Pastor, all you didn't know. Yeah, come, help. Help, man. But I'm saying here as well, and I know someone was calling. Let me see if the person will call back now. But yeah, 440-7377. Remember, that's the number for you. It's at the bottom of the screen for you to call and get. Oh, and also the donation links are to the bottom there as well. And you do see it at the end of the program anyway. You do see the donation links at the end of the program as well. Now, folks, when it comes to your electoral process, it must be free and fair and free from fear. Let me repeat. It must be free and fair and free from fear. And we're going to come back to that particular one. We have a call online. Hello, good night. Hello, good night. Hello, good night, caller. You're live. Go right ahead. Hello, good night, caller. Okay, said individual may have changed their mind. Please remember, when you're calling, speak to us on the mobile device or the landline that you're calling on. Have that conversation with us there. And please, as much as you may like how my ugly face looks on the television, don't try to have the conversation with me. All right? Talk to me on the phone line. All right? 440-7377. That is the number for you to call and get onto the inside. And we go to the phone lines. Hello, good night. Hi, good night. You're live caller. Go right ahead.
Hello, Sheldon. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. You go right ahead.
Yes. All right. So they are trying to make it difficult for us, okay? They are trying to make it real difficult for us. But be it known unto them. That's the authority, eh? The incumbent. That team that they are dealing with is not no Johnny come lately team. It's not no team that practicing anything. I'm sending the warning because we are seasonal. Yeah? They could feather their num outside and mix their num with consolidated lists or whatever. Be it known unto them, that team of the New National Party taking night and make day, surrendering ourselves to make sure we capture all the questionable names and whatever zombies that they have on the list. We're making sure. And I believe, Brother Sheldon, it is illegal. It is illegal because that's an established policy of the electoral process that you must have, and you alluded to that a while ago. You must have sent out the addendum within a proper, distant time period that your opponent, that your people can take the time and scrutinize it and in an honest, timely manner make your objections. Right? That's not a perfect process. Right? Because you must find, because we see names that spell wrong. Okay? We've seen all kind of discrepancies on the list. So, they want us to hurry it up, run as if nobody behind us. They have to have some respect. This authority, this government, right? These parliamentarians, they have to have some respect. And they know nothing about what's going on. Okay? So, in the person of Miss Nolan Thompson, for the constituency of St. David's, be it known unto you, she is well grounded and solid in the constituency. We ain't taking no brango, we ain't taking that for fames or whatever. But Miss Nolan Thompson, she's doing a great work and she has a good, powerful, effective team. Sometimes they think that we don't work in. Sometimes nothing is happening. But think twice. Think twice. So I'm asking all of the NNP supporters, every one of you, wherever you are, pay attention to the voters' list. They're trying to make it hard for us, but don't worry. We're going to get through with it. We'll get through. And we are going to win this election convincingly. In the most solid, watch me, you're talking about, we got 15. But look at the percentage of the voters, eh? Just watch that. You will see something. Because it's very strange, and I want to kind of wake you up, NDC. I want to wake all you up. That somebody sane people or you bribed the last election late in the night when you all should be inside, breaking the law, the electoral law. We can do all kind of just to win the election. But listen to me. A lot of these people say they don't vote in for you again. They coming over or they came back to NNP. We're looking forward to that time. We pray God that every plan that we've put in place will be successful. But have a good night.
Thank you very much,
we
brother.
look forward to this general election coming. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. Yes, indeed. And yeah, right. Yeah, so I had that on the right one. Yes, indeed. 440-7377. That is the number. And let me just give you all this reminder quickly before I forget again. Tomorrow, not tomorrow, but this is taking place on Wednesday. So this is the NNP Town Hall. This one is dealing with youth. So you're going to be having Honorable Skeeter Lewis Peters, Mrs. Amanda Japal George, Mr. Jelani Glean, and Mr. Robert White, along with political leader, the Honorable Emlyn Pear. Oh, boy, I feel like going up for that one. Yeah, that is taking place this Wednesday from 7 p.m. at the St. Patrick Anglican School. Patricians, come out. Patricians, I say, come out. Come and have your say. Yeah, come on out and have your say in relation to what the New National Party has planned, and also give your ideas for what you want to see in the next NNP government soon to come. And remember, tomorrow, on To The Point, Teacher Lisa will be there. Yeah, so we're looking forward to Teacher Lisa on To The Point tomorrow. Folks, we have a caller online. Let's go back to the phone lines. Hello, good night. Good night.
Good night. Good night, Sheldon.
Hi, you're live. Go right ahead.
How are you and how was the weekend?
It was fine. Everything was okay on my end. Very quiet.
Yeah, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. You go right ahead because I have to put the phone down. Yeah.
The NDC making themselves more exposed to see the wickedness that they're doing. They're only trying to do things now because they know that an MP government is government that will seek to find, and they doesn't just sit down and wait until something happens to do something. They just get up and get before. They just prepare the ground before they start to plant. They doesn't plant and then prepare ground. So that is what's going on with them now. How now they're only jumping and doing things all about? How they're jumping like cricket that come out in water. So I don't understand these people, and then it's just wickedness, and more the people is getting to get frustrated and see the wickedness that they're doing, so the people angry. Excuse me. The people is very angry, So I don't understand what's going on, what they want to try. They can't fool because they don't fool themselves already. Have a pleasant night and take care.
All right, my dear. Thank you.
Be safe.
All right. Yes, indeed, folks. 44073. In fact, let me hold on calls for a little while. Yeah. Just a reminder again, because this one is taking place in the morning. Teacher Lisa will be on To The Point tomorrow morning. All right. That starts at 9 a.m. She'll be on To The Point. They're usually on terrestrial radio. You can get them there. You can get them online on Facebook, on YouTube. You can get them on all of those. So Teacher Lisa will be on tomorrow morning. Let us give us our support. Yeah. I will have to get the phone number too in case all you want to call in and thing too. Yeah. Call in. Don't let them NDC and them call and block the line and come on all kind of nonsense. We don't mind if NDC people call we candidates can handle it. But when you're calling, ask sensible questions. Don't call and just block the line and waste time. Yeah? We don't mind. Call and ask them. Because they want to represent everybody. At the end of the day, when Teacher Lisa wins, you win. She's going to be representing you as well as all the people that vote for her. So she has no problem taking questions. So use the opportunity and ask some sensible question. Some of these guys, listen. Some of them you have to just, when you hear the voice come on, some of them you just have to put your thing on mute, because it's stupidness they come in and talk. So it's a good thing they can't call here. Yes, folks. I did theme tonight's program around infrastructure and the failure that the NDC has been when it comes to infrastructural work. I have on this program spoken before, and I have documented evidence that can prove that you can pull any 1 week, yeah, I'm bringing it to that, any 1 week out of the new National Party periods in power and put that up against the 4 years of the NDC, and you still see more development under a new National Party government than you have seen under the NDC. There is a category of person that is speaking online right now who are out there fighting the fight, who are out there as the loudest voices on behalf of the National Democratic Congress, speaking about they never see so much work done, and we can understand why they would say that, because most of them are under the age of 30. And being under the age of 30, they will not know of the reconstruction of the East Coast Road or the West Coast Road or the project going over the Granite Tank all with Hit Me Easy and all of that project that was done. They would not know of these things, of the road that was done from the airport going all the way up to St. Patrick. They will not know of all the bridges that were done all over Grenada. At least our government, they used to say to people, we have the bridge, we buy it at a fraction of the cost, it is here, it is on island, and then, like a magician, the bridge disappears because you're waiting 3 years later and you still cannot see said bridge. The people of River Road still waiting. And these things are causing significant problems. How can you claim to be such a success when it comes to infrastructure and people have to afraid to drive on River Road due to the state of the road? I don't want them come and twist it and say that how people are afraid of River Road people. That has never been the case and it will never be the case. River Road people too loving. Yeah? That is why General PP get a girl from PM and he buys she a BM. Yeah. River Road, that what people is loving people. So the people of River Road, all users of that thoroughfare, should not be going through the problem they're going through now. 4 whole years. These people had to complete a project. 4 whole years. A project with funding. They don't have to go and find the funding. A project with funding. All they had to do is complete the project. The road has to be repaved. More and more, you are seeing the destruction of the road in River Road. More and more, you're seeing pothole and they put in plywood to block hole, piece of metal to block hole here and there. You're driving over, kuchung, kuchung, kuchung. All kind of nonsense taking place. Why are they treating the people of River Road in such a sense? And there's a main question I need to ask here. Are not the people of the tongue of St. George or the people of South St. George worthy of the pothole machine, the pothole truck? Because it seems to the people in the South, it seems to the people in the tongue, it seems to people in all different parts of Grenada that pothole truck ain't leaving St. David. That them new fandangle machinery not leaving St. David. Because it seems as though somebody trying to save themselves, and to hell was all the other candidates. So you have taking place in hot sun, in the middle of the day, in Grand Dance, your most traveled thoroughfare on the island. You don't have higher traffic than you have coming in and out of Grand Dance. In the middle of the day, in the hot sun, at a point in time that you have a pothole truck that could do that in minutes, you still have people there with piece of bush and broom and shovel and truck and a steamroller to come and try and cover a pothole. And still doing it with coal mix, that by the time the sun get hot, the thing get wavy as when you're going over Kikum Jenny. Wavy, wavy, boop, bap, bim. Until they had to come during the last week, they had to come and take out. And this is not the workers to blame. They're only using what materials they get. So I ain't blaming the workers, because these workers working damn hard. And then they had to catch their nenen to get their money. Pastors, I hope that was okay. I hope I didn't step out. Yeah. They working hard, and then when come time to get the money, is month passing and next month come on top that money before they could get sent. But you had a pothole truck. But the pothole truck only seems to know how to drive on St. David's roads. He can't find himself down on the main thoroughfare of the country. So you have potholes between the airport coming all the way down to town. Yes, we are fully aware that the road has to be resurfaced. We are fully aware of that, so don't come with that red herring argument. Don't come with that. Forget that. Don't even try that one. Because you are filling the holes now, and you have people blocking traffic, and out there in the hot sun, when you've been boasting that you're a pothole machine. But it seems as though the pothole machine only have a license for St. David. And I ain't begrudging St. David people. I St. David people too. So whether you're talking Beaton, Lafayette, Laura, you're talking Windsor Forest, wherever you're talking in St. David, I is Belle-Isle. I am St. David people too. So I have no problem with St. David getting a nice up. But it seems as though the truck can't leave St. David, so somebody else can get a nice up too. They know for a fact, if you're checking volume of traffic in Grenada, no part of Grenada, none has the volume of traffic that the Grand Anse main road has. None. Vehicles from every part of the island and even the other islands, because you have vehicles that come down with the boat and it's Grand Anse, they go in to do different thing. So even from Carriacou, vehicles coming down and it's down Grand Anse. Where you going? Grand Anse, Grand Anse. But the pothole truck can't reach down there. They go send it now because I talk and expose it, innit? They go send it now. But you're sending it after the fact. We don't know what's going on with Tully already. We don't realize that one man trying to save himself and was to hell with the other candidates. We realize that taking place. If their candidates are not politically astute enough to realize that is what's taking place with them, then I'm sorry, we can't assist them if they don't realize what is being done to them. That certain people trying to save themselves and they ain't bothering with them. But you had the pothole truck up there, busy up there, but he can't reach in town. He can't reach to ease the congestion, ease the problem that people are having with egress in and out, coming in and out of the Grand Anse area. That truck can't reach down this end at all, boy. Yeah? You're going down to the airport, pothole. You're coming down the stretch, pothole, pothole, pothole. You're going through Montrouge, pothole, 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 pothole. You reach up by Silver Sands? Well, Papa, yo, cockpit country. Jamaicans know what me I talk about. Cockpit country. And even worse, you're going up by the, coming across to come down Belmont and so. And in the same way, they could use the teams of people who they're paying for 2 and 3 months. The same way they could use those team of people to come out now in the middle of the day to give the impression to visitors to the island that look, things taking place, boy, things happening. You see people working on the road. The first rainfall, all them potholes come back. And it has nothing to do with the quality of work of the people who are doing it, but the quality of the materials that they are being given to do the work. That is where the problem comes from. And I still even blaming the quality of the materials on who is producing the materials. I'm blaming it on who paying for it, because you pay for what you get and you get for what you pay. If you pay, because we hear all ain't paying. If you pay. So you can't expect the people of the town of St. George to be happy with what is taking place there on River Road, where you have to be worrying. Even tonight, they can't sleep fully because if they hear a heavy rain bust down, they're starting to worry. Those that have parked up certain place had to start to worry. If they start to hear a heavy rain come down tonight and they realize like that rain ain't stopping, they know what's going on take place. So they have to rush to move vehicle certain people, they downstairs where they staying getting flood. That is something that should not be happening now. It should have been done. The project should have been completed. People should have been easily passing along River Road. They should not be worrying if there's any rain falling. 4 years and nothing. You had Cornwall, then you come with Deacon, one to the other, just doing stupidness in the Ministry of Infrastructure. Dotishness they're doing inside there. And people supposed to say quiet about that. As soon as you open your mouth, they want to jump down people's throat. Jump down mine, my mouth big. All them Bajan and them just stay away from my page though. And if they come, one answer and then block and delete. All your Bajan on Facebook. Such a cowards hiding behind a keyboard. Meet us and tell me something now. And all you see me in tongue, all you just pass quick. Look at it. And all you gone. I don't know why you're afraid these people, they're a bunch of paff. These people is paff, want to be revolutionaries. They want to be revolutionaries. These are the people. Oh, we support Cuba. And we love Cuba. And we Cuba this and Cuba that. And when come the time to stand up as men with gumption for Cuba, they run and hide. Like the little boys that they are. When people call you these things, oh, the little boy is this and the little boy is that. Yes. Because that is what you all are. When come time to stand up as man, all you prove. All you ain't had the chest here yet. All you ain't reached there yet. You all do not have the testicular fortitude to stand up as man. All is the one who playing like all you is the reincarnation of Maurice Bishop, you know. He's not the ones doing that. Y'all are the ones doing that. So when come time past the pictures and past the videos and past the flashing lights and the sparkling this and the sparkling that, and as Sheldon Douglas would say, the paint and flowers, when it pass all of that and it come to time to really do something, to stand up on a principle, all you run and hide. All you coward. All you see these cowards and all you afraid them, that is all you're afraid. People like Deacon and Tevin and Ron, that is all you're afraid? Seriously? All you're afraid Claudette and Dennis and that is all you're afraid? Grenadians? Come on, man. If Maurice Bishop had a grave, he turning in it. Gary turning in he own right now. Fedon turning in he own right now. That is all you're afraid? These people? Why? Because they have a little power now? I will never forget my good friend in the Ministry of Youth, Norma Jean. Norma Jean say, I take them before they take me though. See Norma Jean in all the rallies in 2030. I say, Norma Jean, you're a public servant, they go fire you. Norma Jean say, I ain't bothering, I don't care, I don't bother. Say, Norma Jean, every rally I see Norma Jean, I say, Norma Jean, oh gosh, they go fire you. Right after the election, going to the ministry, I see Norma Jean. Say, Norma Jean, they go fire you. She say, you're rich. I fire them before they fire me though. That is belly. That is woman. It's kind of coward thing I think some of us operating with, like we have to be in fear of these people. Imagine, and I'm hearing it a little too much now. They're attempting to fire people and to release people who are employed in various government programs. And they're trying to get rid of them and telling the people that we hear always NNP. So the people are not Grenadians. They don't pay taxes here. The neighbors string and bury, and even if the neighbors string and bury here, but they are Grenadians by descent like myself. My neighbors string and bury here, I'd bury in Trinidad. But I'm Grenadian. So even if the neighbors string and bury here, but the people are from here, they are Grenadian citizens. The passport says citizen of Grenada. The driver's license, everything says Grenada. And when comes time now, you all want to play looking at people. Oh, you can't get housing assistance. We hear you is one of them. Who is one of them? All you out of order and fast. All you rude. Because it's them money that paying you right now. All you coming about, oh, it was one of them. Don't give them no housing assistance. One lady called, she come off the seed program. The woman called the office. She asking about why was she taken off of the seed program. And one of these disgusting individuals in the background. What's the name? Oh, she's a NNP. As if that disqualifies her from being able to get government assistance. Well, I'll tell them something. Half of the people they feel is NDC right now. Half of the people all you watching, even some of them that put on t-shirt and went behind all you, they know NDC, you know. These people and them playing all your game. They have bills to pay. Electricity bill gone sky high. He double and then he double again. And he's soon to go up again because we see Israel bombing. Well, Israel getting bombed from Iran. America bombing Iran. Iran bombing Bahrain and all these other places. And so we realize the thing start up again. So guess what's going on with the price of oil right now? It going up, up, up like flags on Soca Monarch night. And they go real wave it in we face. So we know what's going to happen with the price of electricity. And the government knows that too, which is why we say to them, put things in place to protect the Grenadian people, to buffer them. So if it's going to be an additional $150 for them, that it might go up, you know, but it might go up by 75 instead. Or it might go up by the 100 and they get ease off of the 50. But let them know we gain ease off of the 50. But no, because all you broke and all you need the money from Grenlec, all you ain't touching it at all. All you broke and all you need the money from Grenlec. So people supposed to afraid these people? That is all you're afraid? Come on, man. Are you allowing these people to bully all you? Bully who? They have said everything they could say about me. They have tried most of what they could try with me. And they would like to try a lot of other things. Me afraid them? When the maker ready for me, go take me, you know. Them ain't go decide when the maker ready for me, you know. The maker go decide when he ready for me. So me afraid that. Have already come to that. I ain't afraid that. What else they go do? Everything that they could do, they have done already or in the process of doing. So me afraid that. I go hush my mouth. If it's one person, if anybody had to be scared, had to hush them out and sit down, would that be me? And if I am talking and I'm saying to you, don't be afraid of these people, you should know you cannot be afraid of them. Stand up to them. All you realize them working for all you. They're working for me too. Well, they're supposed to be working, but we had to change our categorization of that because they ain't really working. Because if they're working, River Road would have been complete right now. You would not have just been completing the Cliff project. That project is behind by nearly 3 years. That Cliff Road project, nothing to do with the contractor. I ain't blaming CCCCI. I ain't blaming them, nothing to do with the contractor. When you're supposed to go and acquire lands and you ain't complete the process until late and you ain't do what was necessary to acquire the land, how they could go, the contractor can't just go and take people land and do things. There's a process and that hold up was on the government end. And even to start the project, the government held up on it. So they have been an abysmal failure. Some people thinking it now. Ooh, look, my government do thing. Hush, all you stupid. Nelly say thing I ain't supposed to say on here again. Stop with that stupidness. This project ought to have been completed since about 2023. You ain't supposed to be talking about now completing the project. The same with the River Road project. Up to now, Molyneux project is not complete. All you know that for a fact. The Molyneux project is not complete at this time because they still have to go and layer the thing. After they change design, fire contractor, then rehire the same contractor and do all kind of simidimi, and talking about we build road in St. George Northwest, all you're getting are worse curtail than ever before in St. George Northwest. Worse than the last one. All you better make sure, well, all you doesn't even make sure the hospital have enough stocks. But all you better make sure it have enough stocks with this curtail all you're going and get this time around. And that is not just in St. George Northwest, and right or wrong. Prepare for it. It's coming. And you all know it coming. That's why you're afraid to call the election. Call it. Oh, we're giving them 15-0. See one singing about whoop whap. You know about whoop whap? Whoop whap is an NNP thing. I'm glad you're singing whoop whap because that is exactly what you're going and get. All you're getting it, whoop whap. Election morning, we're going out early and ramming that X next to the NNP. We're looking for the house and all we want to see is the space next to it. We ain't bother with anything else on the ballot. All we want to see is where the house, NNP, and the space. And we put in the X there. Don't put it too hard. We don't want to tear the ballots. But we put in the X there. Yeah? We're making sure all of you who last election, your pencil slip and you put the X somewhere else, you will course correct this time and make sure that the X go in the right box, yeah? Next to the house. Because there are some of you that were loaned to the NDC last election. The time for repayment has come. So it is time to come home. You have spent enough time out there and it is time to return home. So you may have erred the last time around and your hand maybe slip a little bit and the X go to an abnormal place for you. So this time around, make sure you take your time, you look at the ballot properly, and you put the X in the right place, right next to the house. These people don't like house, they promise 500 and they build 17. These people don't like house. If you want a house, if you really and truly want a house, you have to vote for the New National Party. It is the New National Party that has the plan for housing, and particularly a housing plan for young people where they would receive preferential funding in regards to first home ownership. It's the New National Party that have that. The New National Party has a national housing plan. But not only do we have the plans, you can go around Grenada and you can see that the New National Party, we didn't have to go and change 3 windows on a place and go and putting up people place and thing. I sure the people didn't even want the place up. To go and change 3 windows on people place and then you take that and put it up and saying before and after transformation. Desperation, not transformation. Desperation. In Cornwall. Because you know your blows sure. Your blows sure. All of you in River Sally and Rose Hill who make the mistake last election and your hand slipped and your hand went in the wrong column, make sure and course correct. Take your time. Access the ballot. Look at it proper. Look for the line. If you have to use your hand as a guide, use your hand as a guide. And make sure the X go next to the house. The last time someone you make a little mistake and the X go the wrong place. River Sally, Rose Hill, Levera, Hermitage. I'm talking to you. Don't make the mistake again. Mount Rich people. All you don't make them mistake again. St. Patrick East, St. Patrick West. Don't make them mistake again. Take your time. And I'm glad they're giving out glasses. All you go see the ballot proper to vote them out. I don't think it's a their project. That's a regional project. That happened in all the islands. So I'm glad people getting glasses. So no cocky eye. Give them bidim, bam, whoop, whap. No mistake. Yeah? You're talking about infrastructure. You ought to talk to NNP. When NNP doing roads, we talk about roads in miles, not feet of roads. Talk about miles of roads. For this year, you've done X amount of miles of roads. So whether you're talking about St. Patrick, or you're talking about St. John, or whoever you're talking about is the NNP. You're talking about bridges, is the NNP. So when Alvin Dabrio, after the collapse of the bridge in Guelph, and Alvin Dabrio tell the people, don't hustle your head and go handle it. He didn't give them a Deacon Mitchell where he say, we get some bridges at a fraction of the cost, and the bridges are here on island, and then only looking for the bridge. Up to now, we're looking for the bridge. Nobody in the Ministry of Works or Infrastructure can tell you anything about these bridges that the Prime Minister say was here and on island at a fraction of the cost. It's in the Hansard record of Grenada. In other words, children 100 years from now who doing research will be looking through this document and seeing this lie by Deacon Mitchell. They're seeing it in the document that this man lied to the Parliament of Grenada. Because up to then, they still wouldn't find them two bridge. Now the story changed, so we had to go back to the same thing that NNP was going to do anyway. You had to change and go back to do what the NNP was going to do in the first place. It took them 4 years to realize that the NNP was doing the right thing in the first place. Yeah? Then they have a mosquito pond they call in a swimming pool they building over by the National Stadium. Yes, a mosquito pond. That's where it is right now. The mosquito pond that they say there. Then in Cloget, the gentleman had to tell the people basically get off the property. Because all you go there, all you mash up the man house. After all you mash up the man house, all you went on national radio, television, and all you went on Donald Trump internet. And all you tell the Grenadian people, you all are going to pay the man, compensate him for his property. Today is the 20th day of July 2026. The man has still not been compensated. All you talk to him, people coming and building on the man's property, all kind of thing taking place. All you take a section of the property to go and do the project, all kind of thing. So the man had to tell the people, yo, this is my property, get off. At least so we hear. But we know for a fact that he has not been paid. Nothing has been gazetted. Nothing has been posted. According to the Acquisition Act of Grenada, you need to make a posting on the property and then you need to gazette. None of that has taken place. No negotiation, no discussion, nothing being told to the man. He had to come back now. And he had to go and stay by somebody else. He can't stay in the house that he suffered himself and built. He can't stay in it. Due to all your ignorance, he can't stay in his own place. He had to go and stay by somebody else right now. It was me, I had to go in and rent a hotel room. Only had to pay for it, you know. I'm telling you. Hey. I'm supposed to be in my place. But that reason, we know the reason, you know. We know the reason all they want to pay him. We know the reason. He ain't gonna say nothing tonight, but we know the reason. All they want to pay him. Don't worry, he must get paid. Good night to you, Miss Charles. Folks, let me open the phone lines again. 440, tell me about infrastructure. How much infrastructure they do in your area. 440-7377. You can call us direct. You can call us on the WhatsApp. 440-7377. You could call us on either one. Yeah? St. Patrick people, they're still fooling. These people come in. You had this road, oh boy, the road in Northeast there that takes you from Northeast over to Northwest. That back road there that was done. I'm trying to remember the name of that road properly. That back road, they came in. The only thing probably to do to the road was to mark the middle of the road. And NDC come in and say, it's them do the road, you know. The road is done already, you know. The only thing to do on that road probably was to cut some bush at the side of it and to put a line down the center of the road. And NDC come in and say, them do that road. Yeah? They lose a whole road that's supposed to be running on the West Coast. NDC lose it. Because NNP was in power, they had it. the New National Party had an excellent and has an excellent relationship with the UK government. Excellent relationship. NDC come in, fumble the ball, drop it. I think here is Andy and Chotai this end. Two of them go, lose the project, and then come back and trying to blame NNP. No, too early that went. When you all left Grenada, when you all boarded that flight, and you all went, at that point in time of boarding the flight, Grenada had the project. The project was a secured project. You all left Grenada, you all went, and you all came back without the project. So by the time you all landed back in Grenada, the project was gone. You all were in office. How is the New National Party lose the project? Yes, the Kumar Road. Thank you very much. The Kumar Road, by the time election take place, the only thing to do in Kumar Road was to put a line in the center. And NDC said they do the roadway. You see these people and them as mad people. And now, at the end of the time, when they run broke, they go into Mr. Reno and they go into Namalco and Calco and all these other companies and saying to them now, build. Don't worry, just go ahead and build and build. So go ahead, build it. Don't worry, man. Just bring out a drawing for us. Yeah, that look good. That look like that drain you put there. Okay, that drain. That look like a little culvert. Nice thing, right? Put that there. Okay. Ole, go ahead. Build it. We need it built quick. Do it. So now Mr. Reno had to be using his millions, and Amalco and Calco had to be using their millions, and doing these constructions. And when they're doing these constructions now, then they go build the government of Grenada after for it. When both Namalco and Calco, as I've shown you in legal documents out of Trinidad, are in problems in Trinidad for a similar undertaking. And again, it was close to a general election in Trinidad. And they are accused of being in collusion and wrongdoing with government ministers over road projects. Some familiars what taking place here right now? Because we close to well, not collection, yeah. Well, look, in their case, it's close to collection for election. And it's the same companies, again, suddenly appear here. Yeah? Same companies. Arrangements for corruption, yes, my friend. Folks, 440-737. Let me take your calls. 440, even if you call already, you could call back. 440-7377. That's the number for you to call and get onto the inside. Go afraid these people and them. Oh, yeah. Play a song for them. Afraid them weak. I'll play a song for them there, you know. Yeah.
Good night.
Let me get them a song.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh, hear a song.
From the hills of Butch Grove, a champion rise, with one thing in mind, to improve people's lives. She was a teacher, so faithful and kind. She made sure no children was left behind. Some people want to know what is her qualification. I tell them she have a master's in business administration. But if that's still not enough for all you to contemplate, the next thing that all you go hear, Emmeline K have a doctorate. People from near, people from far, what they want is a female prime minister, someone who cares about we future. The diaspora wants a female prime minister. Oh, the people from near, people from far, want Emmeline K to be the prime minister. Little children, grandma and grandpa, say they want a female prime minister. I remember when Emmeline came on the scene, I always knew she was heading for great things. The way she talked to the people in the public, we appreciate you, Emmeline girl, when you speak. For so many years, she served us in politics. The first time the woman run, Patrick Simmons give her some licks, but she never give up. The woman never quits. That is how I know she have determination and grit. People from here, people from far. What they want? She make Prime Minister. Hey, someone who care about me.
All right, folks, we're going to take this call. Hello, good night. Hello, good night.
Hello?
Hi, good night, caller. You're live. Go right ahead.
Yes, good night. I just was wondering if you have any information on the Marquis Bridge. It's about to collapse. And what will happen when it collapses now? How we get it from St. Andrews to St. George's? I don't know if you could look into the matter. Thank you.
All right, caller. What I can say is this. Last year, there was an interview with the Prime Minister where he mentioned the Marquis Bridge would begin a soon time after. Earlier this year, there was an interview with the Prime Minister where he mentioned that the Marquis Bridge would start a couple weeks after. Then, sometime around April or so, again, there was another press conference with the Prime Minister. And again, they mentioned that, they relocating some people to go in and do the Marquis Bridge anytime soon. And them talking, and the bridge getting ready to go. In fact, you had 2 earthquakes this morning. Bright and early this morning, Grenadians get wake up with 2 earthquakes. Yeah, the ground shake. Yeah? Like the political earthquake that come in. Yeah, the ground was shaking. Hey, I miss a call over on this side too, man. Let me see if I get back that person. Hey, what kind of thing is that? I can be missing calls there. Yeah? So let me see if hey, what happened to this? Yeah, call. That is what I want you to do. Hey, moving so, call. Nice, yeah. So we have to ensure that we keep track of what is going on. Them is the best in infrastructure, ain't it? Yeah. We have a call online. Hello, good night.
Good up.
Hey, what you seen Fadu?
They're trying to be good, man.
Yeah,
Work in
man.
progress.
Cut and go through.
Alright, so in terms of the infrastructure stuff, yeah. Again, you could go back to I always ask you the bid preview. The bridge that the former administration engineering specifics and stuff too that the government say that they ignored. Is that bridge preview?
For some reason, Fadu, I'm not hearing you very clear. I don't know if it's
You're not hearing me?
Not hearing you, but not very clear. So I didn't even make out what was the last thing you said there. I don't know if the others make it out, but I didn't hear it clearly.
Oh, you hear me now?
Ah, good. Go wherever you stay there and go ahead. Yeah.
Alright, so saying, even that former had proper documentations for in terms of engineering, in terms of schematics and how to approach it, which this administration said they ignored. Is it paved yet?
Why I can't say. I don't know.
Okay. How is the Closure Road going on?
The Closure Road not going on because they have a problem with the landowner whose building is collapsing and who they're using piece of his property. They have not been in contact with the gentleman. They have not done. I've heard the full story, and they've not been in contact with the gentleman, etc.
Okay. So it's clear, right, that they're not keeping. It's clear.
You went off there for a second.
I say it's clear that they're not doing.
Fadu,
maybe I should call you back. Let me try and call you back.
Yeah, I don't know why that is happening. Every time he's saying something, they're just cutting off. And I am not sure why that is taking place. So, yeah, give us a call back, Fadu. Let's see if we could get you back there, probably the location that you were. So let's go back to the phone line. Hello, good night. Yeah, Fadu.
So, yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, hearing you, but it started off bad, but go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think we've been monitoring me.
Well, no, that is happening, so that is nothing new.
I swear some kind of coolest thing been happening. I just swear I think. Right, but here's it.
Fadu, of course, I know what it is they're doing there, but I ain't getting it. You're getting chopped up bad. I know, yeah, you're getting chopped up bad.
People from there, people from far. woman could debate. Her mind real sharp, she should be running this state. A woman of faith, but tolerance is so great. She does compensate when people illiterate. So many detractors throwing dirty remarks.
All right, folks, so I'm trying another line with Fadu. Let me see if I'm getting through properly here. Fadu, you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you, man.
Well,
Can you hear me?
Song much better here. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I flipped the thing on them because, I switch up to in it.
Oh, okay.
You know, the only one that know about special things. You get me? I've been doing this long before.
Yeah, man.
But Fadu, what I was trying to say, right? Everything more or less they've listed in the manifesto have not been completed. They have no completion date for nothing. No. When I was talking about the infrastructure, I was saying the roads, the bridge, that they got cleared engineering paperwork from the former administration, which they said that they decided not to use it and do something else. Mm-hmm. Is that road paved? And you mentioned
no, it's not. It's not right? Paved. No, it's not paved. That's the Molyneux Road.
Yes.
It's supposed to have another layer of asphalt placed on it to complete it. And as far as I know, that has not. I haven't been up there for a couple of weeks, but it has not been done. The last time I passed there.
So for that period when it said it was an emergency open to now, it's been going through wear and tear.
Yeah, but we're still in an emergency, so it's still
Right. So that's over cost again. No, somebody. I think I wasn't sure if it's you. Say you mentioned or like they ain't got no money. It's
they're broke.
But this is what I'm saying to you, Fadu. Right? It's people don't move reckless like that unless they have an ace in the hole. I think I figured it out. But before I go through that, I want to ask you 2 questions. You know, when you talk about the registration for criminal offense like molesters and you know them kind of words.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The registry, right?
Yeah, the sex offenders registry.
Sex offenders, right? Mm-hmm. That hasn't been pushed no time soon, yeah?
But the attorney generally had time with these kind of things. Them busy coming after me. They're busy going after the political leader of the new national party, trying all kind of nonsense. That's what these people and them busy. Yeah, for police officers to be working on things like that, there are police officers coming to knock my door to drop off documents and this kind of foolishness. They don't care. And well, thank you for bringing that one up, because over the weekend I've heard that they put guard boots up in Polaris.
Garden grass.
Not just garden grass, they're trying to keep Auntie Jenny out. So they put up boots. They're putting up boots now. Because I already heard that they had they've given orders for the police to go there. And now outside of the police, apparently they're gonna have security there, because they don't want people just going in and out of the compound again, because they don't want to be exposed. But let me see them stop drones.
Oh my days, Fadu. Alright, so Maxi, I think. So if it's a situation, let's say someone's been brought up in a situation, right? Mm-hmm. And they later down the road or prior after that, they realize, okay, it's not what it seems. Mm-hmm. Like that person might have been set up. What happens in that situation?
That a person is set up in which sense?
All right, so let's say a female wants something. Mm-hmm. She's putting pressure on an individual to get something. Mm-hmm. That individual decides not to, and she sets up her daughter to accuse such individual for that case. Mm-hmm. And so automatically he goes through the process, right?
Yeah.
If through an investigation, if through maybe could be like directly, could be like maybe a couple months, couple years after, that individual is proven to be innocent of those charges, what happens with the registry?
Well, if their name is on the registry, it should be removed from the registry, if you have a registry in that sense. But the registry will only be if they're convicted. So if they're convicted, yes, their name would be there. If their file has been closed, that is found out afterwards that, hey, this person really didn't do that, this was a spite work, then their name is removed there. But there's another aspect to that. Not only should their name be removed, but the people that falsely accuse them should be replacing them in the prison. That's my view.
Okay.
If you have people that are making these false accusations that are causing men and even women to, because it could happen to women too, to end up spending time in prison that they should not, I believe that the people making the allegations that have caused this to happen should be
penalized, yes.
And not just spending time in prison. There should be, whatever time the person spend, they should be spending double that inside.
Okay. Fadu, I asked that because I want to put a situation here. I need the females that consider themselves to be women to come to the front, because whilst you all have some individuals what you're fighting for all your birth, or you have mothers in them clubs with the daughters, they all telling me Fadu the one hurting me, because why say no? I find woman, the term woman is a badge of honor, you know. Now everybody get to be a woman, and you're young ladies, you have the other adjectives that we wouldn't use online, you get me? But you know what we're talking about, right? You get me? So it's like a match now, it's a essence about a female now that take it to a level now that you know everything proper with the certain, you get me? And I get the movement, I get the support the females and women power and them kind, but not all you working like women, bro. I need all you to come to the front and step up, because why saying? Even Miss Kami coming and talk about little school children in the sitting in it. And when you find out the mothers bringing them in the sitting, bruv. So what really going on?
Back to that. And here's the problem here, brother. It looks like the same people who just a few months ago were lighting candle and walking road.
Check.
It seems as though they don't know that they should be asking for, because if there was a sex offenders registry, at least one of those murders would not have taken place. Check. Because that individual, due to the registry, would have been monitored in a particular way, considering the crimes that they were previously convicted of, not just charged and accused of it, convicted of. That individual would not have been at liberty to do what they did. And instead of coming forward and advocating so that the laws that can protect women are put in place, all of them gone silent until something happens again, and then you're going to see people want to pick up their candle and cry, and who want to go and do special program on air and all that of nonsense. They want to go on, and I'm calling it nonsense because it begins and it ends there. They don't go forward with the advocacy. Yeah, for whatever reason, I don't know if it is that other things have taken their attention or whatever it is.
No, Fadu is suggestive morals. It's suggestive. It's compromising. You see the advocacy.
There's something that takes place during the carnivals, not just here in Grenada, but other countries. There are young ladies that go out to the festivals and they are drugged while they are out there. I've had situations that I know of young ladies that came to me and told me after the fact what happened to them. They went out to activities, people putting in their drink, and they don't remember anything until they wake up in the hospital. That sort of thing has happened before. They can't remember who they was liming with. They could barely remember the last people they was with. That kind of thing. All they know, they're waking up in hospital, that kind of thing. Where are the female advocacy groups to be speaking about these things? And I mean, it could happen to men too, because fellas could be drugged and all kind of thing does happen to them. And you know them ain't going and talk. That's
why you have people running out to Lansapine and thing, innit?
And you know them ain't going and talk, But
come on, mate.
Where are the advocacy groups? These people who say they're advocating on behalf of women and vulnerable people.
Morals, bro.
They're quiet. So they're waiting for something to happen to somebody. Now they find a body somewhere before everybody gets up again in their social media outrage. And then after a week, 2 weeks, they're following what the Prime Minister believes with Grenadians. After a week, 2 weeks, they're going to leave it alone.
That's exactly what I'm trying to... You see, that's what I'm bringing up at that point here. It don't matter till it matter. You see, if you don't reach home, they could stay in the privileged situation
You get me? Or convenient situation and say point fingers, yeah? Because you don't reach home. They don't feel the pain that the people feeling from. You see it?
Yeah.
They can't understand the pain. Yeah, because you see, like, even with the advocacy, as you put it, they still look at it like they're on a higher tier, bro. That's why they're able to support and donate to them. They don't see it as a match like we just people, bro.
Man.
There's a difference. Fam, listen, since my man say morality is a personal engagement, a paraphrasing, you get me? The justification of morality, bro, is the main ace in the hole. Because if you can have mothers bringing the daughters to the PIMP thing, think about it. If you have individuals that willing to do something strange for like a change as the go-to, where is all the creatives? Where is all the development? Where is all the opportunities? Like, think about it, Fadu. All the playing games, brother. You get me?
Yep.
Fadu, this thing.
Fadu?
Because
yeah,
Fadu, no, hold on, no, don't cut my feet, man. I need to say this, bro.
Don't say it, but just know that I have 4 minutes left.
Single parent, bro. Single parent. Raising a little girl for myself. And if Dice Wall is showing me greens, it don't make no sense that trying to be a good individual out here. Salute, brother.
All right, brother. Thank you. Yes, indeed, folks. And I could probably take one more if, I could probably take one more. If the call comes now, I could probably take one more quickly. But other than that, we're going to close off on the calls in a little while. Now, I'm very clear on this. These people are selective in their outrage. Many of them. I'm not saying that's the case with everybody. Let me clarify that. I'm not saying that's the case with everybody. But if I'm advocating for something, all you know me, I'm advocating for it. So if for 4 years I've been doing this program and I've been advocating a particular way, I ain't stopping today and all of a sudden I ain't advocating or I forget about that and I go on and do something else. All you know when all you don't see me is either I ain't well or I really, really had to go and do something else. Yeah? All you know is one or the other. But other than that, no, you can't be selective. As a person who is an advocate out there, you cannot be selective in your advocacy. It cannot be that when something has happened and it's in the air and everybody is up in their emotions, is when you're busy and you're out there and you're speaking about it. And then when the time comes to actually do something about it, to get it done, where are the people who are calling on the Attorney General to implement the damn sex register? Implement it. You have it on your desk. It has been there. Listen, this thing started with Cadgington Hood. From Cadgington Hood, Darshan Ramdani, and then on to, what's her name again? Dia Forster. Yeah? So it moved through the 3 Attorney Generals. During the time, 2020, COVID time there, you saw that there was consultancy in relation to it with the general public on that particular issue. But there's only so much you could have done during that period of time. NDC came in, met the documents just to take it, dust it off, change your 2 words in it as you're accustomed doing to make it look like it's you that do it, and bring it to Parliament. We ain't mind if you change your 2 words. Bring it to Parliament so we can protect our women, that we could protect our children, that we could protect our young men as well, and our elder men as well, that we could protect them. But bring it. No, media had time for. They didn't care about your children. They didn't care about your daughter. They didn't care about your grandmother. They didn't care nothing about any of you or those that you love. All they care about is they self. Because if they had cared about you, the infrastructure of Grenada would have not been in the atrocious situation it is in right now. If you don't upkeep, this is what happens. And if you don't execute in a timely manner, this is what happens. You've seen the NNP when it comes to infrastructure. The town of St. George is bigger because of the New National Party. Yeah? Those of you who on a Juve morning used to go and bathe right next to the tunnel there, between the tunnel and the building and them, they used to go on the beach there and bathe. You all know the town of St. George is bigger because of the New National Party. the first-time voters, the second-time voters, they may not know. They were not born when that project was done. You had to tell them. You had to speak to them. You had to correct the ignorance that some of them speak with. We are all that age and we understand the exuberance of youth. We understand the arrogance that comes with youth. So we understand. You're 18, 19. That's the best you ever see. Of course, that's the best. You're only 18 or 19 years old. How long you been around to see anything? And even the time that you've been around, half of that time you wasn't paying attention to anything, so you didn't see nothing. It's only when you start to go secondary school or something, you start to look, oh, what's going on here? That all the time you pass a child, you will realize what's going on there. So they're not lying that the best they ever see because they're paying attention. No, if they was watching before, they would have seen. And there's one final thing before I go tonight. I wasn't going and deal with that, but it just shows the level that some of these people are going at right now. And how it makes absolutely no sense. Some of the things that they're saying, some of the things that they're posting and they're putting out there. And I saw a post a little earlier today, and I don't even think the person realized where they post. And I think I'll go, let me pull out it now. I'll go put a name outside. Yeah, I ain't going to put a name. So one of those people posted this and think that this is making the NDC look good. Now you had 2018, growth. 2019, growth. Yeah? 2020, you had COVID. So you had a 13.8% decrease. In other words, nothing really was going on in the country in that period of time. 2021, you moved out of some of the restrictions of COVID, so you would have had growth there. Remember, 2020, hotels, restaurants, all them things closed. Taxis running half empty. 2021, some of those things, taxis start to run kind of full and thing again. Some of the restaurants and bars reopen. Hotels, limited opening. 2022, 7.3. Because in early 2022, you opened back Grenada fully. So you will see a 7 point. This has nothing to do with NDC. You're coming from minus 13. So to put this up and to try to make this look like 7.3 had anything to do with NDC is the work of stupid people. I have to say it as it is. It's the work of stupid people. Because 2022, your hotels reopen. So obviously your economy going to grow. People could go back on the construction sites. Obviously, your economy going to grow. And then it will continue into 2023 because the cruise ships started coming back. And you started to get back to a reasonable level with the cruise ships and all the money that those bring in. As you start to get back the people and so that they had lost due to COVID, you start to get back your people to SGU and all those places. So your economy will grow. But you realize it started to go down from the 7 now to 2024, 3.7 and 3.7 at a point in time that you had Hurricane Beryl. And the construction that took place because of Hurricane Beryl is what had you at the 3.7. Other than that, you would have been worse off. There was some damage to agriculture, but it would have been worse than 3.7 if Beryl didn't pass and create some construction jobs and some sales to the businesses and so, because they had to buy building material to try and build back Carriacou. And that continued into 2025. And the forecast for 2026, of course, is a slowing down because they realized, and this is the World Bank forecast, and 2027. But these figures will be far higher when the new National Party takes the reign of power in this country. Highest growth was in 2022. The COVID restrictions were up until about January, February of 2022 when they removed that. This had nothing to do with NDC. This had nothing to do with Deacon. This had nothing to do with Dennis Cornwall. Nothing to do with them. And they're putting out this, and all they think people stupid in this country. All you really feel people stupid in this country? All you should be shame to put all that. Because none of it has anything to do with all you. Show me one project that you all have brought into the country that brought millions of dollars. The only thing is you all sell a set of passport between 2024 and 2025, and that is what have it looking kind of reasonable there, because you all sold over $1 billion in passports using the Russian pipeline. Folks, we have to be careful in Grenada. If we look at what is taking place to Antigua, we recognize that Antigua is under a lot of pressure. There is a bill being brought to the parliament that seeks to bar Antiguans, Barbudans from entering the United States. One of the people is bringing that bill to the parliament, the U.S. House of Representatives. They don't want people from Antigua entering into the U.S. at all. You already have them in the same boat as us when it comes to having to pay the visa bond. The rest of the OECS ain't really had to go through that, but Grenada and Antigua in that basket. We had to pay $5,000 to $15,000 US visa bond when we go for a visa. And in addition to that now, you realize that the US carrier JetBlue has pulled out of Antigua totally. They ain't flying to Antigua again. JetBlue has totally pulled out of Antigua. Folks, when your neighbor house is on fire, wet yours. Yeah? When your neighbor house is on, they just had an election. Yeah? And they made a selection. And now they're going through all that they're going through. When your neighbor house is on fire, wet yours. NDC must. NDC have to. NDC will go. They must go. Folks, that's all the time we have for Talking Points tonight. It's been wonderful being here with you. In everything you say and do, do it safe and secure. I want to be speaking to you. I want to be speaking with you. And I definitely don't want to be speaking about you. I'll listen to them 3 songs I'm going to play as the program ends tonight. Yeah, we have nice music for all you there, you know. We have nice music for all you folks. Do enjoy the rest of your night.
Good night. War, war. From the hills of Butch Grove, a champion rise, with one thing in mind, to improve people's lives. She was a teacher, so faithful and kind. She made sure no children was left behind. Some people want to know what is her qualification. I tell them she have a master's in business administration. But if that's still not enough for all you to contemplate, the next thing that all you go hear, MLN here have a doctorate. People from there, people from far, what they want is a female prime minister, someone who cares about the future. The diaspora wants a female prime minister. Oh, the people from there, people from far, want Evelyn there to be the prime minister. Little children, grandma and grandpa, say they want a female prime minister. I remember when Emmeline came on the scene, I always knew she was heading for great things. The way she talked to the people in the public. We appreciate you, Emmeline girl, when you speak. For so many years, she served us in politics. The first time the woman run, Patrick Simmons give her some licks. But she never give up. The woman never quit. That is how I know she have determination and grit. People from there, people from far, what they want? Female prime minister. Hey, someone who cares about the future. The diaspora. Female prime minister. Hey, people from there, people from far, want Emmeline Pierre to be the prime minister. Hey, little children, grandma and grandpa, could debate. Her mind real sharp, she should be running this state. A woman of faith, her tolerance is so great. She does compensate when people illiterate. So many detractors throwing dirty remarks. One thing that I know, you could never present no facts. This woman, they call them Lynthia. She is so glorified. Say what the hell all you want. Only limit is this guy. People from here, people from far. What they want? A female prime minister. Someone who cares about the future. The diaspora. Hey, people from there, people from far. Want them Lynthia to be their prime minister. Little children, grandma and grandpa. I'll be their prime minister. For so many years, this woman stood for a cause, overcame obstacles and break down of barriers. Never got involved with political wars. Her main objective was helping the sufferers. This woman had the fun when you cannot make ends meet. Emmeline very down to earth. She does support vendors on the street. What you think I'm asking? Just give her a chance. Time that we put a woman in charge of we governance. People from here, people from far. What do you want? A female prime minister. Hey, about the future. The diaspora. What's a female prime minister? Hey, people from here, people from far. What they want? A female prime minister. Someone who cares about the future. I ain't done yet. What's a female prime minister? I tell Emmeline, y'all go assemble a team. Because this sweet little country need rescuing from them vampires who run in the system. It's only the friends and family that benefiting. So I'm asking all you, show love for this lady, because I think she deserves to be treated like royalty. Once again I'm asking, give the girl your support. A better standard of living is what Emmeline promotes. People from here, people from far. What they want? A female prime minister. Someone who about the future. The diaspora. A female prime minister. Hey, people from there, people from far. Want Emmeline to be the prime minister. Little children, grandma and grandpa. Say they want a female prime minister. Female power. Papa Jerry.
Good night to you once again. Every good story must come to an end. When your story is told, I'll be proud to say you're my friend. Political stalwart, clearly you prove to be. Great things are possible from the belly of poverty. Fastest political victory in Northwest constituency. Then you rose to lead the NMP. While some say you didn't play to fear, you knew that your vision was clear to take your party into another gear. Northwest was quite impressed. You gave them your very best. Farewell, we wish you well. And inside of the NNP, you build pillars for eternity. Farewell, we wish you well. For all those years of struggle, sacrifice and hard lessons, farewell. elections, you were our PM and dedicated yourself to solving our problems. You are champion for health and education. To secure the future, you build the infrastructure. In your heart is a special place for the poor and vulnerable. That is why they are in love with you. Some say you ride the backs of the poor until they could carry you no more. But you lifted them, that's what history would show. You provided opportunities, free school to university. Farewell, we wish you well. And inside of the NNP, you build pillars for eternity. Farewell, we wish you well. Some bad times we've been through, you always stand with the people. Farewell, and thank you. On politics, you left an indelible mark. Over 40 years straight, you never lose a spark. You are the goat, the likes of which we never see. No one could come close to eclipse your legacy. 15-0 election night, we witness you do that twice. Longest serving MP in this times. They call you polarizing figure. Hate or like that did not matter. Cause Grenada was top on your agenda. The way you run a campaign, you change the nature of the game. Farewell, we wish you well. In the house, contributions were made. You were the ace of spade. Farewell, we wish you well. You fell short of walking miracles. Accept this from the people. Farewell, and thank you. You just hang up your guns and so I pray for the good Lord to bless and protect you day by day. Hero, you did great, and now we are in a better state. So we salute you for all the good that you do. You gave us a good entry into the 21st century. Now we fit, we set and ready. Some say you acted selfishly, rewarding friends and family, but you led us on the road to prosperity. We were once timid and tense, but you instill confidence. Farewell, we wish you well. In every aspect of Grenada, your influence will linger. Farewell, we wish you well. For all those years of struggles, sacrifice and hard lessons. Farewell, and thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Kaiso.
Fun that night, music pumping, the vibe was right. Laughing with friends under the street light. He never knew death was in sight. Drill out shots, mash up the scenes. People running with cries and screams. Police firing in the crowd. Another mother crying loud. Her son left home and never returned. A trigger pull and a nation mourn. Why did life get so cheap? And our family can't even sleep. Remember the name. Don't hide the assailant. This is not a game. Only justice could ease the pain. You cause his demise. We don't want no lies. This is not a game. Only justice could ease the pain. That's all we want. For the mothers crying every night. For the innocent losing their lives. All we want is justice. Whoa. Alejandra was young and strong. The girl never did nothing wrong. She made a choice to walk away, but darkness met her on the way. Candles burning in the rain. Another daughter gone again. So many women living in fear. So many voices nobody hear. Now every mother holding she child tight, praying that they make it home at night. Now the whole country asking why such a sweet soul had to die. Remember the name. Don't hide the assailant. This is not a game. Only justice could ease the pain. Kate cause of demise. So Jerry, we don't want no lies. This is not a game. Only justice could ease the pain. That's all we want. For the mothers crying every night. For the innocent losing their lives. All we want is justice. Melva, always full of vibes. Laughing loud, she have the best life. Ready to dance to any beat. Spreading love to all she meet. Then one morning news spread round. A lifeless body in the bush was found. A nation shaken deep inside. With broken hearts and tears we cried. If life have value, show it now. Don't let fear control you, know how. Everyone deserves peace. Not another murder this have to cease. Remember the name. Don't hide the assailant. This is not a game. Only justice could ease the pain. You cause a demise. We don't want no lies. This is not a game. Only justice could ease the pain. That's all we want. For the mothers crying every night. For the innocent losing their lives. All we want is justice. Whoa. Nilan sat down and shed a drink. He never knew that was at the brink. A young senator, respected name. Not so much mystery, it's a shame. People talking but truth still hide. Westerns building island wide. How much more should families cry before this system answer why? From Southern Street to Granite Shore, the people say they can't take no more. The authorities must do right. So hear my cry tonight. Remember the name. Don't hide the assailant. This is not a game. Only justice could ease the pain. You cause his demise. We don't want no lies. This is not a game. Only justice could ease the pain. That's what we want. For the mothers crying every night. For the innocent losing their life. All we want is justice.